Yo guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video. It is Friday morning. You guys already know the drill. WandaVision episode 7 just came out and I'm here to give you guys my spoiler-free review. So without wasting any more time, let's get right into it. This video is going to be a lot shorter because there's not much stuff I can go over in a spoiler-free review. I'm going to be dropping a spoiler review later today, but I'm just super excited to be able to talk about WandaVision. This episode, we got almost everything explained. I'm not going to go into detail as to who's doing what, but just know it's going to be crazy. Once again, the acting in this episode was top tier from both Paul Bettany and Elizabeth Olsen, as well as from Catherine Hahn, who plays Agnes. We didn't get to see much of Quicksilver in this episode, but make sure you wait until after the credits because there's a really good post-credit scene. It's nothing crazy, and I can say that the cameo was slightly disappointing. To me, it didn't even feel like a cameo because it's not really anyone that I knew or that I actually thought of. So in terms of just like normal stuff going on in the episode, I was pretty disappointed. But from an overall standpoint, if we're thinking about maybe like just the story overall or even character development overall, this episode did a great job. I'm super excited to see where Marvel takes this show. We got so much in this episode, especially towards the end, that now the mystery of not knowing stuff has slightly worn away. But they also brought it back because now we're like, okay, why did he or she do this thing? Why did this happen? How did this happen? Marvel's so great at just giving us more questions that we need answers to. But at the same time, it feels like they give us so many answers. Going back to what I mentioned before, we got so much clarity in this episode. Not just when it comes to characters and, like I said before, character development, but also just the entire hex, like the bubble with Westview. We also got hints as to what's going on in the outside world. Like I mentioned before, the cameo was pretty disappointing for me personally. We still don't get to see the aerospace engineer in this episode, so don't get your hopes high up. Agnes's character plays a surprisingly big role in this episode. Personally, I thought that her character was great. Again, I thought the actress was doing great in this episode as well. This episode starts directly after the last episode, and if you guys saw my spoiler review and my third thoughts video prior to this week, then you guys will see that that is exactly what I wanted. This episode basically hit every single point that I wanted it to, except for the cameo, of course, and that was honestly the most disappointing thing out of this entire episode. In this episode, Monica also said that Hayward is trying to bring Vision back. Now, we've all known this because of what Hayward has been saying and how he's only been tracking Vision's body, but again, this just confirms everyone's theory, or kind of makes it more possible that Hayward is Ultron. That's like the only kind of theory I can talk about without spoiling anything about the episode. In this episode, we also get steps towards showing the big bad of the series. Obviously, we only have 2 episodes left. We only have about 2.5 hours left of content, I think. So I'm pretty excited to see where this show is going to go. I was once again disappointed when we saw that "Please Stand By" sign in the post, in the credits. It was just really annoying. I mean, literally the craziest parts of the episode just happened, and then they rolled the "Please Stand By," and it was heartbreaking to say the least. They're saying they're going to give us a 30-minute episode, which means we're almost getting 40 minutes of content a week, and then they give us 7 to 8 minutes of credits, which only gives us 30 minutes of content a week. The credits count in the overall time that they're giving us for content in the show, which makes no sense because I don't think anyone's going to sit down and just watch the credits. This episode also has a lot of important stuff regarding the kids, regarding Agnes, and regarding Vision and Darcy. This episode's pacing was impeccable. I thought that it was awesome. They did the perfect slow moments, the perfect fast-paced moments, the perfect moments where we felt like something was about to go down. Also, that's another thing I didn't like about this episode. They built up a lot of subplots, but we never really got any conclusions that I think fans would like. Obviously, the conclusion makes sense for the show, but it was just nothing super exciting, and they kind of built it up in that moment to be something that was going to happen that's like top tier. But again, nevertheless, great episode. I was disappointed by the cameo and disappointed by them kind of shutting down these subplots. But other than that, awesome episode. One of my favorites in the entire series, just because of how much story and character development we got. And yeah, guys, that's it for this video. Tonight, I'm going to be dropping a spoiler review of WandaVision episode 7. And on Sunday, there's going to be a new Third Thoughts episode where Brentley and I talk about this episode of WandaVision, as well as his thoughts on the Justice League trailer. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the subscribe button, turn notifications on if you are new around here. Like the video, share it with your friends if you did enjoy it. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace.